Do you like my lipstick? It's a little out of my comfort zone. I bought it when I was in LA. When I went to the Morphe store, they have like obsessive compulsive cosmetics there as well. So I bought this. It's a little edgy. Look at me going into the dark side here. Dark hair, edgy lips and makeup. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I am excited to do this video because I haven't done a favorites. I don't even know if I did one last year because I just don't really do them. But have I done one? Maybe I did like spring favorites or something. I don't know. So I wanted to film a video based on my favorites from 2015. Now I have, of course, a ton of favorites, but I wanted to make it a smaller video, and I wanted to focus on the products that I knew that I could not leave 2015 without. So these have been like my ride or dies. They have been the products that I don't think I could live without. Let's go ahead and start with some of the face products. So the first product that I want to talk about is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Pro Foundation. I'm actually wearing it right now. I've tried a lot of foundations this year, and I'm in love with a lot of them. But this foundation was that foundation where I absolutely love it. I love the way it makes my skin look. It's very lightweight, but it has a really beautiful full coverage, and then it's matte. I wear, dewy foundations, and I wear mattes, but this is just such a gorgeous matte. And I would always layer it with the NYX Angel Veil primer, but today I'm not even wearing any primer, so it just looks just as gorgeous. What I like also is it is a 24-hour foundation, so it's gonna last you all day long. And then it's oil-free, it's very lightweight, and it has just a beautiful full coverage. And as you can see, it's just so beautiful. Okay, next. My absolute favorite contour kit is the LA Colors Cosmetics I Love Makeup Contour Palette. I did a review on this, and I have been loving it ever since I bought it. It's only $6.99 or $7.99, one of them. I think it's $6.99. I used the NYX contour kit quite a bit in the beginning of the year because I thought it was a great alternative to a more expensive one like the Anastasia. Out of all my contour kits, including Anastasia Beverly Hills, I love this contour kit, and it is very affordable. I'm wearing it today. It's what I contoured, what I highlighted, I set my under eye concealer with. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So this is one of those things that I'm gonna always buy. For Christmas, I threw this in a lot of people's bags because it's just so affordable and so beautiful, and I just love it. It's so great. It has the matte highlighters in the banana color shade. It has a really pretty highlighter, which, like I said, I'm wearing it. It's pretty pigmented, so I think it's great. And then it has like your warm colored bronzers here at the bottom. I'm obsessed with it. It's a really great contour kit. Alrighty, so next is so I've worked with so many palettes this year. I feel like I spent so much money on makeup. My husband doesn't know that, so let's keep that between us. So out of all the palettes that I bought this year, this one was actually given to me as a gift from one of my girlfriends that works for Stila. And I feel like Stila Cosmetics is such a underrated brand. I love how pigmented their eyeshadows are. And this by far has been my absolute favorite palette that I've used. I used it in a lot of videos of mine. So if you want, I could link them. I'll just go ahead and link them all below of the times that I did use them. But this right here has been my baby. I've had a lot of great palettes that I use, but this one right here, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I love their liquid lipsticks too, which I believe they were one of the first companies that started out doing liquid lipsticks. And then I think like Anastasia got really popular with them, but they were like one of the first companies that started doing the liquid lipsticks. So yeah, this one is the Eyes Are the Window Shadow Palette. And this one is it's called Mind. So there's a few Eyes Are the Window palettes, but this one is Mind. But yeah, this one has a range of like smoky colors, neutral. It's all matte, but this one has like a ton of smoky colors, like medium colors, cool tone, warm tone. and then just some pretty pinks. And I love this palette. It's just absolutely gorgeous. This has been my baby. And I almost lost it. I don't know if y'all have been following me all year and watching my videos, but I did talk about how I lost this palette and I was so sad about it. I almost bought a new one and I just kept on looking harder and I ended up finding it, so that was great. The next product that I'm gonna be talking about is the NYX Eyebrow Gel. So I've talked about this in other videos, but I was using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade as my brow filler inner. And I was using eyeshadow, of course. If you've seen my past videos, I've either done eyeshadow or I would always use the Dip Brow Pomade. Well, over Labor Day weekend, I was at my girlfriend's wedding and my girlfriend had me try this and I wasn't so sure I was actually gonna like it, and I absolutely loved it. I actually put a lot of these in my friends' gift baskets as well this year for Christmas. So this will last you forever. One of the tips that I recommend is do not lose the cap because it will dry out. And also use it very little, like very sparingly, because it is very pigmented. So it'll go on very dark, and if you are brunette, of course you don't want super dark eyebrows. This is such a great brow gel. It's so great whenever you use a very thin angle brush and you want to create those hair-like strokes. This is gonna look like it, and this also lasts, like I could go to bed and wash my face and you have to literally scrub it off, and if you don't, you're gonna have eyebrows the next day. So sometimes it's kind of gross, but I don't really scrub them. I just wash everything else, and then I go, you know, go jogging, go to the gym, and I'm like, hey, I got brows. So this is definitely my favorite brow gel. So my favorite concealer this year was the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I still love the Pro Longwear. I still love the Maybelline Fit Me's, a lot of the drugstore ones. I love a lot of Maybelline concealers. But this has been like my go-to. Obviously, I kept on running out and I kept on restocking on this. This has definitely been my 2015 favorite concealer that I would keep on going back to, you know, like I would always, I would use other products, but this definitely was the one that I probably used the most. Alrighty, last but not least has been my Too Faced Primed and Poreless Pressed Powder. And I've talked about this a lot in the last few videos, but I got this a few months ago, and it just, hands down, my favorite setting powder. It's translucent, it lasts all day, and it makes your skin just looks poreless. So I just absolutely love this thing. It's about to be hit and pan here in a second, but this pressed powder, I mean, I could go work out and sweat and still, like, my makeup still looks great after that. So I highly recommend this pressed powder. It's so awesome. So let's go ahead and go on to the hair products. I just wanted to kind of keep it really short, not too long with all the makeup. But let's go into the hair products. There's really not a lot of hair products because honestly, a lot of the products are still my favorites from 2014. However, this has been like my new favorite heat protectant. It cuts down on blow dry time, it makes it shiny, it conditions, it's a heat protectant. This is definitely a multi-benefit primer for all hair types. And it smells, Amika products, they smell amazing. And I believe Sephora carries a lot of their products, but we have an Amika rep at the salon. And of course, I always stock up on their dry shampoo, their dry conditioner, but this has definitely been the one thing that I cannot leave 2015 without. So the Wizard, it's by Amika, and it's a multi-benefit primer. The next product I'm going to talk about is, this is really bad. It looks all kind of crusty. It's not normally. This is the Joico Hair Shaker. Sounds like a spray can, like graffitiing your hair. So y'all know I'm all about that texture and sea salt sprays, sugar sprays, all of that. And a lot of the same ones are my favorite. So, you know, of course, I love that Texture Master that I've always talked about. But this is a really cool salt shaker. It's a liquid to powder finish. So if you've ever used those textured powders that you put in your hair, this is a liquid, you spray it on and then it turns into powder. So then you like scrunch your hair and get it all textury. It looks absolutely awesome. This has definitely been one of my go-tos. Alrighty, so I just wanted to keep it pretty short, but I just wanted to share some of my 2015 favorites that I just couldn't leave 2015 without. So this is something that I'm going to be carrying on to 2016, and I can't wait until I grab more products in 2016 and share all the goodies. So yeah, thank you again so much for everything, for subscribing, and Happy New Year.